into another live of Learn Greek by Talking with Konstantina. Today we're going to have a look at verbs in the second conjugation group like I drive, I love, I try, and so on. You will see them. I'll be writing them down on the comments like I usually do. And I'm also looking forward to your comments, your phrases when using these verbs, and I'm very happy to correct them if necessary. You can do that during the live or after it has finished. I will answer to your comments, of course. So let's start. Let me bring up the live session on my computer so I can start typing the examples on the comments. There we go. Okay, λοιπόν, ας αρχίσουμε. Let's start. So, let's have a look at some examples first. Like the verb, for example, τραγουδάω. I sing. Okay? Τραγουδάω, it's one of those verbs that belong in the first conjugation group. Okay? Like αγαπάω. In the past continuous, when I say past continuous, I mean the tense that we use when we want to say I used to do that or I was doing that. Same thing. Okay? So if I want to say I used to sing or I was singing, it will be like this. Τραγουδούσα. I used to sing. Okay? Λοιπόν, so we see here that our ending has vanished and in its place ousa has been, okay, added. Now, this is the new ending for the past continuous, but what are we going to continue, okay, to do with this verb is just to deal with the very last vowel after the sigma, like we do in the past tense in general. And the endings are, as you know them, in the normal, regular, simple past, okay? So it will be like this. Τραγουδούσα, I used to sing. Τραγουδούσες, you used to sing. Τραγουδούσε, he, she, it used to sing. Τραγουδούσαμε, we used to sing. Τραγουδούσατε, you all used to sing. Τραγουδούσαν, they used to sing. So, what we see here is that the ending after sigma is what we really have to deal with in this tense, okay? And it's the same endings as the normal, the most common simple past tense that we know. A, es, e, ame, ate, an. Okay. Now, what's the good thing about this tense is that with the past continuous, with the I used to do stuff, okay, you don't need to worry if the verb belongs in the second subgroup or the first subgroup, okay? As I said last week, please check last week's video because there I'm talking about the present tense of these verbs. So, you don't need to worry about the ending so far here because they're exactly the same, even if they belong in the first or the second subgroup. So, τραγουδάω belongs in the first one, but even if I use οδηγώ, which belongs in the second subgroup, the endings are exactly the same. So, Οδηγώ is the present tense. I used to drive. Οδηγούσα. Oops. Drive. So this is how you conjugate I used to drive like I used to sing. Οδηγούσα, οδηγούσες, οδηγούσε, οδηγούσαμε, οδηγούσατε, οδηγούσαν. Nothing changes, okay? Now I've thought about the verb to try, okay? The verb to try that puzzles a lot of students, okay? When they want to say, for example, to make an effort, and when to test, when to try stuff out. In Greek we have two different verbs. So here, the verb that means to make an effort, okay, belongs in the second subgroup. So this is the one I'm going to use today, and it is προσπαθώ. Προσπαθώ. And it means I try, okay? I make an effort. It doesn't mean I try stuff out, okay? I taste or I test out things. It means to make an effort. So, let me go back a little bit in the present tense. How do you differentiate if verbs belong in the second or the first subgroup? It's very easy. The first subgroup, since in ao, o, you have a few different options, okay? In some persons, okay, in the first person, the third person, and the third person plural, okay. You will see that on the video that I did last week. And the second subgroup, you don't have a lot of options, okay. These verbs, in both of these subgroups, they are stressed in the last letter, okay, the last syllable. As you see, τραγουδάω, τραγουδώ. First subgroup. Οδηγώ, second subgroup, no other option. Okay, now let's have a look at some examples, okay? So let's have a look at a phrase including the verb τραγουδάω. Okay, how would we say in Greek, for example, he used to sing with his friends. If you want to participate in this, please feel welcome. I'm going to write down the sentence now, but if you want to write it down as well, please do. I used to sing, he used to sing with his friends. Okay? So that is like this. Τραγουδούσε με τους φίλους του. Τραγουδούσε, he used to sing with τους φίλους, the friends of his. Two of his goes in the end. He used to sing with friends. Τραγουδούσε με τους φίλους του. Okay, another example. How about the verb, a very useful and very common verb. Συζητάω, I chat, I converse. Okay, conversation. Συζητάω. Okay, how about they used to chat, they used to talk, okay, on the phone until late at night. They used to chat on the phone until late at night. Συζητούσαν στο τηλέφωνο μέχρι αργά το βράδυ. Συζητούσαν στο τηλέφωνο μέχρι αργά το βράδυ. On the phone until late at night. Συζητούσαν στο τηλέφωνο μέχρι αργά το βράδυ. Who wrote that? Okay, βράδυ, not βράση. Very good. Well done. I cannot like messages here. What a shame. But anyway, well done. Λοιπόν, how about another example? We used to wake up early in the morning, okay? The verb is ξυπνάω, okay? We used to wake up early in the morning. Ξυπνούσαμε νωρίς το πρωί. We used to wake up early in the morning. Ξυπνούσαμε νωρίς το πρωί. We used to wake up. Another very useful verb, very common verb, to stay up late at night. We have one verb to say that little phrase, and it is ξενυχτάω. I stay up late, okay? Ξενυχτάω. You see, it contains the word νύχτα, okay? And ξε has that sense of undoing stuff or just going beyond, okay? So ξενυχτάω is to going beyond the normal hours kind of thing of the night. So ξενυχτάω in the past, the continuous past, ξενυχτούσα. I used to stay up late. So what would we say? Okay, let's say you all, not me, never. Okay, you all used to stay up late every Friday and Saturday. You all used to stay up late every Friday and Saturday. Ξενυχτούσατε. Ξενυχτούσατε. You all used to stay up late. Ξενυχτούσατε κάθε Παρασκευή και Παρασκευή και Σάββατο. Ξενυχτούσατε κάθε Παρασκευή και Σάββατο. You all used to stay up late every Friday and Saturday. Ξενυχτούσατε. Το έγραψα καλά? Okay. Ξενυχτούσατε κάθε Παρασκευή και Σάββατο. Λοιπόν, πολύ ωραία. Τι θα πούμε τώρα? Let's have a look. How about a verb that puzzles a lot of people, another verb that puzzles a lot of people, but it's very, very useful. Χρησιμοποιώ. And it means I use. To use something. Yes? Χρησιμοποιώ. That belongs in the second subgroup, like οδηγώ. Okay? In the past, it's I used. Χρησιμοποιούσα. I used. Okay? How about I was using, or I used to use, but I think you would say I was using in this case. Let's say you, okay? You were using the coffee machine every morning. You were using the coffee machine every morning, okay? Χρησιμοποιούσες, you were using. Την καφετιέρα κάθε πρωί. You were using the coffee machine every morning. Χρησιμοποιούσες την καφετιέρα κάθε πρωί. Λοιπόν, I just want to say If you want to use other examples with the same verbs that I just wrote down, please do write them here, write them now, write them later. I'll have a look and I will correct if necessary. My pleasure. Λοιπόν, how about another very common verb, ζω. I live. Ζω means to live, okay? And it belongs in the same group as χρησιμοποιώ. I'm going to be saying that word again and again, okay? Needs to stick, it's long, I know. So let's go from a very long word to a very short word. Ζω, live. Let's say, we used to live in the countryside. We used to live in the countryside. Ζούσαμε στην εξοχή. We used to live in the countryside. Ζούσαμε στην εξοχή. Λοιπόν, thank you all for watching. I see 4 people are watching. That's very nice. Okay? Please say hello when you come to the live. I'd love to hear from all of you now and later. Let me know how these lives, okay, seem to you. Let me know if you have any suggestions for any live classes in the future. You can also DM me, send me a direct message on Instagram for these requests. You can find me on Instagram by typing LearnGreekViaTalking. I can now give you, let's see if I can have, okay, another verb that you can practice with on your own, which is Γεια σου Nesrin. Nice to see you, nice to see you, hear you, and your message. Λοιπόν, another verb you can practice with is ζητάω. I ask for. I ask for is used for when you ask for people to do something for you, not for when you ask questions. Okay, this is another one. This is ρωτάω. Okay, I ask. And this is for questions. Okay, they belong in the same group, both of them. And in the same subgroup because it's ζητάω and ρωτάω. So you can do ζητούσα, I used to ask for things, okay? And ρωτούσα is the other one. I used to ask questions, for example, okay? So you can do your own examples here with these two. And I'll give you one more that it's very, very common as well. And very useful. Φοράω, I wear. I wear, and in the past becomes φορούσα. I used to wear. Oh, not wear, wear. Can I edit that? I wonder. No. I can't just delete it. Λοιπόν, oh, I can delete it then. Remove it, and I'll write it again, okay? Φορούσα. I used to wear. Very good. So you can do your own examples with these ones, okay? In any person that you like. Just want you to know again, for any newcomers today, that this class goes on every Saturday at 12 o'clock Greek time. The theme of the classes, the topic, refers to various levels. It doesn't go up a lot, as I see that my audience is not in a very advanced level, so I keep it down to beginners up to intermediate, something between a beginner and an intermediate, okay, when I go a little bit higher up on the level. I am also available for private classes if you're interested. On my Facebook channel, on my Facebook page, you can find me also by typing Learn Greek via Talking. You can see that I go live there on Clubhouse as well. So, I look forward to your messages, to your comments, to your suggestions, and to see you again next Saturday at the same time, 12 o'clock Greek time, for another live with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I did too. Σε ευχαριστώ πολύ, Ιω. Επίσης, καλό Σαββατοκύριακο σε όλους. Have a great weekend. Να είστε όλοι καλά. Γεια σας. Γεια σας.